Hey there, in this video we'll learn about a Shopify feature. It's called Shopify Admin Intents. Admin Intents is a great way to interact with the Shopify native resources from your app. For example, if you want to create a collection directly from your app, if you want to edit a product from your app, if you want to create a discount from your app, you can use the Shopify Admin Intent to do that. It is one of the coolest features Shopify introduced, and they have this feature for a while, and now they are using it in their theme directly. You can edit a collection or a product directly when you're a theme customizer. Now you have access to this in the app also. I'll show you how it works and how you can use it. Here we have one example that Shopify has an example here. When you click on this edit product, it is opening this product editor. It is using the Shopify intent, and it is so simple, and it has a lot more feature to this. Okay, let's find out this part of our code. By the way, this is not how you write the code. Shopify generate this, they put everything in here, a lot of GraphQL requests, stuff like that. We're going to refactor this. When we build our app, we're going to make a lot of things reusable. We create better structure that should be scalable. In the future, when you want to add a feature, you don't want to go through hundreds of files and find out what is going on and how to fix this. Instead, you put them in a structure folder. You put all your GraphQL in one file, all the helpers in another file, and you will create a clean example of that. For now, let's move on to Shopify intent. If I scroll down, this is how Shopify used it. Under the generate product, there is an edit product. Shopify has used it like this: Shopify intents invoke, and it required this parameter. The first one is the action, the second one is the type, which is Shopify, and the Shopify in here, and then the third one is the type in here. This is going to be the action, Shopify, and then going to be the type. Either this is product, edit product, like edit a discount, or edit something else. When you edit something, you will pass the value also, which product you want to edit. Now, I'm going to duplicate this button and put it just at the bottom, but for now, let's just duplicate it in here. That's it. Let's generate a discount. How do you do that? Let's call it create discount. Now to do that, we are going to use the Shopify intent again. It's going to be the same combination. When user click on it, nothing fancy, but this is what should happen. Shopify intent. Oh, by the way, it should be a function. That's good that I have to know. And in here you will say discount, and for the action you should say create. That's it. That's as simple as that. This is the convention that you have to follow. Create a discount. Make sure this is capitalized whenever you use it, but that is how it works. If I save this and let's go back to my app, now I have this button in here called create discount. When I click on this, it is going to open the discount editor. How cool is this? Another example would be to create a collection. So I can duplicate this again, the same example, but I can just call this collection. If I save this, and by the way, this one also collection, let's save it. Let's come here, create a collection. It is going to open the collection editor in here. How cool is that? Now, that is not the only thing. You can also open a lot of other actions. In Shopify, we have a few things like meta field and meta object. This is what we will discuss in the future video. For now, these are extra information that you have to know. You can open the add definition of this one directly from your app. When user close it, user will be back there, and then everything is fine. How cool is that? Now you can directly do all of this mutation. You can explore more about this Shopify intent in the Shopify API. I let you find out this with example. In the previous video, we learned how you can use AI to search with MCP and find all those examples, but I will let you do that. But this is how you can use Shopify intent to interact with the Shopify native resources. I hope this video has been informative. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.